safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. No
the NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Desmond King on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Tyrell Williams, 70 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rivers now on second down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Rivers trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Following the interception here, Rivers over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Set. We're okay. We're okay. Zero.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Buffalo wall. Hey, go orange. Orange.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Set 180.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to let this one go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
We got 3. Come on, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, go orange 5-4.
On play action, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go play action, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. less of a field goal attempt for him.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now, before this second down play, we'll get to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Parkey missed it. That's no good. Off to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. And I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard from a yard out. And the Bears have broken the tie. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
In that situation on 3rd and inches, it's not a surprise that you're going to have big-time guys up front trying to stop things, so you've got to win the leverage game. The offensive line did that. They got lower than the guys in front of them and pushed them aside. But even they had to be surprised at what the result was. That kind of yardage on 3rd and inches, that's not what you get on every play.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Cluster.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. He finds finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
Now Cohen, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an out-of-color jersey.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure they have someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chargers getting set to go, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the